By virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I constitute this assembly a congregation of the University of Cape Town.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to invite a member of the Student Representative Council to read the university dedication.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Witumelo Mphahlele, and I am the Social Responsive Coordinator of the SRC 2026. Please just give me a moment. And I will be reading the dedication. Sure. At this time of celebration, we, the members of the University of Cape Town, reaffirm our mission to nurture rational and creative thought and free inquiry, to strive for excellence in teaching and research, to educate for life, and to address the challenges of our society. We undertake to advance these ideals in a spirit of freedom and responsibility and through consultation and debate. We celebrate our founders, benefactors, and presiders, those who have built the fabric and nourished the value of UCT. To you who is graduating today, we wish courage, wisdom, and purpose. To you who will leave the university to learn and work elsewhere, may you be sustained by the values which unite us today and advance them in the world beyond. Being a humanities student myself, I know how difficult it is, and I would like to say I'm incredibly proud of you, and I know many of those close to you are as well. A love of truth and of learning and of this, our university. Thank you.
Please be seated. So good afternoon, graduates, families, friends, and distinguished guests. As we get started, I'd like to introduce Michelle de Brain, who will be our sign language interpreter today. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the Faculty of Humanities graduation ceremony here at the University of Cape Town. This is ceremony number 2 of 15 in this autumn graduation ceremony series, and we expect to graduate around 6,000 students over the next week. Today, we celebrate the achievements of students graduating with Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Arts in Fine Art, Bachelor of Arts in Theatre and Performance, as well as postgraduate certificates. This is a proud moment for our graduates and for everybody who has supported them along the way. Graduation marks the culmination of years of study, commitment, and perseverance. Each graduate here has followed a unique path. Along the way, there have been moments of discovery, moments of challenge, creativity, and moments of growth. Today, we recognize not only the qualifications that you have earned, but also the curiosity, resilience, and determination that brought you to this day. To the families, guardians, and loved ones joining us today, both in person as well as online, we extend to you our sincere thanks. Your encouragement, patience, and belief have supported our graduates through late nights, demanding assignments, and moments of uncertainty, and let's be honest, probably a few tears as well. This achievement belongs to you as well, and we celebrate it with you. We also acknowledge the many people within the university who have supported our graduates. Our academic staff have guided, challenged, and mentored these students throughout their studies. Our professional and support staff work tirelessly to keep this institution running and to create an environment where teaching, learning, and research can thrive. Together, they form the community that makes this moment possible. We now honor our graduates, their families, and the university community with a special musical item by students from the South African College of Music. We are delighted to invite mezzo-soprano Ash Fuchs and accordionist Lauren Earlers to perform for us today. They will perform Ukulele by Kurt Weil.
De nos désirs, ukulélé, c'est le bonheur, c'est le plaisir. Ukulélé, c'est l'enterrement qui te sous les soucis. C'est dans notre nuit comme une éclaircie, l'étoile est passée.
The vibrant South African College of Music at UCT is considered to be one of the leading music schools in South Africa, offering a diverse range of genres of music from African and world music, classical, jazz, music technology, and opera. Ash is in her third year of a Bachelor of Music, studying under Sipho Fubezi. Lauren is graduating this week with his Bachelor of Music cum laude and is currently pursuing a postgraduate certificate in education at UCT. Please give a round of applause to Ash and Lauren. Pianist Marlene Flock accompanied the national anthem. She completed her postgraduate diploma in piano performance at UCT in 2024. Please give her a round of applause. The procession was led by Marimba Jam. Now, Marimba Jam is an award-winning social enterprise that both performs and teaches the African marimbas in Cape Town, Johannesburg, and most recently now in Durban. The company originally sprung from an outreach initiative that was created in 2012 to share the joy of playing marimbas with learners from under-resourced schools. Now Marimba Jam is a thriving company that performs at a wide range of events, while their NPO branch reaches out to vulnerable communities. A round of applause to Marimba Jam.
Today, the Faculty of Humanities has once again embraced us with this amazing achievement. Sithi halala to more critical thinking, yeha to much more cultural understanding. Halala, wunchu to the added candidates in development and communication skills. Halala, halala, halala. Today, the Faculty of Humanities, new leaders are born. New leaders are born, and that is the order of the day. We are happy and proud for this amazing achievement. Sithi kuni, nihambe, nibhabhele emafini, ngoba kaloku namhlanje kuyaqhelwa, kuyavunwa. Sithi kuni bazali, nabasilamane, nabafundisi babo, sithi vuyani namhlanje, ningqungqe ningenakhala, ngoba le ntwana uSathane idani. Kuni ninami babela bhonxileyo sithi umsebenzi wezandla zenu umhle makwedini zaningadinwa. We take our hats off for you. Sithi phambili ngemfundo phambili. Phambili ngemfundo phambili. Diyaga ndishe kumama diliyaga mna dije hamba diliyaga mna diliyaga dije diliyaga mna dije kumagabutu washo umntomlamba uthi kumsuthu umjobi ephuma enyantsula ewegawule ewurhuqa bakwethini yeha halala.
What a wonderful way to celebrate our graduates. And Mbongi is a composer and an orator of poems of praise. Imbongi offer critical commentary and narrative on the state of society through their Izibongo. The poem of praise, an umbongo, was offered in honor of the graduates, their families, and the teachers. The praise poet for today's ceremony was Naliswa Sampi. Naliswa Sampi, also known as Nelly K, depicts herself as a vocalist, a poet, a dancer, a drummer, percussionist with different African traditional musical instruments, and a composer who defines her stage performance with her huge presence and her unique voice. This dynamic songstress brings new meaning to Afro-pop, Afro-jazz, gospel, and African traditional music. She is a music education graduate currently teaching at one of the schools in Cape Town. So, Neliswa, thank you very much for your poem of praise today. Vice-Chancellor.
By virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I admit to the degrees specified and grant the diplomas and certificates specified to the candidates recorded in absentia. I shall now grant the diplomas and certificates and admit to the degrees specified the candidates to be presented to me.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the Bachelor of Arts, Akila Abdroff. With distinction in English Literary Studies, Iman Abrams. With distinction in Afrikaans, Hannah Adams. Leila Adams. Rania Akawari. Unati Albani. Tana Mary Aldworth. Alia Ali. Zara Ali. With distinction in Gender Studies, Samina Anwar. Rania Arendt. Suad Armadin. Razia Baden. Mishka Basson. Rebecca Rachel Beardwood. With distinction in film and media production, Kirsten Alice B. Melissa Beja. Timna Nomatande Bekwa. Amelie Belrose. Daniela Beswick. With distinction in English Literary Studies and Film and Television Studies, and the degree with distinction, Bianca Italaya Bibergal. With distinction in Chinese and the degree with distinction, Neville John Boone. Tumelo Muhlaume Bopape. With distinction in linguistics and Portuguese and the degree with distinction, Jody Bowman Hughes. Tehila Shama Brandon. Victoria Brewer. Kensani Kanta. Morag Ashley Kanu. Asante Trele. Chantal Chadi. Sechalanji Chibale. With distinction in archaeology, Tristan Comerford. James Dorian Cook. Cassidy Cupido. Stefan Andries Breitenbach. Zia Cupido. Kelsey Daries. With distinction in Spanish, Leyland Maria Daries. With distinction in English Literary Studies, Ethan Bradley de Beer. Luc Delaporte. Simone Amy de Villiers. Lucas Brody Devine. Helena Nanook Deval. Azra Deirdrix. Zahra Dorman. Lucanio Dondashe. With distinction in Film and Television Studies, Hannah Dreyer. Jake Robert Dooley. Kiara Dulab. With distinction in English Literary Studies, India Dur. Oyisa Janchisi. Adam Chikaya Ernest. Caitlin Rose Esau. With distinction in music and psychology and a degree with distinction, Shadi Atieno Eshwahi. Noura Fisher. Ruzia Fisher. Johanna Petro Furi. With distinction in English Literary Studies and Psychology, and the degree with distinction, Emily Grace Friedman. Sarah Rose Freeman. Akil Haidin. Danica Elizabeth Govender. Maya Green Thompson. With distinction in Business French and Xhosa Communication and the degree with distinction, Benjamin Thomas Gubb. Lucy Kathleen Haddad. Anna Martine Canali Hall. With distinction in Film and Television Studies and Studies in Film and Media Production, Erin Mika Harding. Tyler Haribans. With distinction in English Literary Studies and History, and the degree with distinction, Kiara Zoe Hartnick. Erin Jessica Heeger. With distinction in English Literary Studies and History, Georgia Ruby Helfrich. Jake Connor Herman. Ilan Devin Hodes. With distinction in English Literary Studies, Media and Writing, and Film and Media Production, and the degree with distinction, Nina Carew Hofmeyer. With distinction in Film and Television, and the degree with distinction, Karen Line Hopkinson. With distinction in Art History and Discourse of Art and Film and Television Studies, and the degree with distinction, Emma Alice Irwin. James Robert Jackson. Zainab Jacobs. Ayana Jamali. With distinction in history, philosophy, and politics and governance, and the degree with distinction, Katia Jamie. With distinction in film and television studies and French language and literature, and the degree with distinction, Mayo Jade Jappi. Tarabulo Tara Jennings. Jordan Lance Jones. Dimpo Kalane. Riabetswe Marigoretti Cantoro. Sadie Hope Kennedy. Ayama Kumalo. With distinction in media and writing, Lauren Louisa Kleinsmith. Zoe Joyce Kuris. With distinction in studies in film and media production, Tyler Astrid Laisai. Jessica Catherine Lamb. Amira Masha Landsman. Sebastian Johann Lantz. With distinction in English Literary Studies and Media and Writing, and the degree with distinction, Arwen L. Lehman. Siabelo Palesa Lelaka. Reitumetse Letsualo. With distinction in history, Juliana Simnikiwe Levine. Namacheho Magagane. Luyanda Pirinyane Kojane. Leaho Nompendulo Mahlangu. Siyasanga Zamandlane Maki. With distinction in English Literary Studies and the degree with distinction, Tyler Danielle Maltby. Kedibone Tinashe Mangena. With distinction in English Literary Studies and Media and Writing, and the degree with distinction, Kelly Ann Manuel. Neo Tisetso Maniapelo. Daniel Matiz. Hannah Rose Martin. Sefele Tumisho Maserumule. Cherofatso Leslie Masilela. Alice Ruth Hlamalani Matebula. Matelile Adana Matsuso. Mansura Mbemba. With distinction in gender studies, history, and media and writing, and the degree with distinction, Frances Emmeline McClemont. Karabo Zakiti Mchunu. Maria Aletta McIntyre. With distinction in film and television studies, history, and film and media production, and the degree with distinction, Inga Elizabeth Mayer. Lamla Zazi Mgidlana. Amy Minis. Ulfa Misbach. Sintle Unati Mkabela. Kanebo Modiba. Umpile Oreditse Modise. Azra Mohammed. Naledi Molefe. With distinction in studies in film and media production, Kamorelo Molokome. With distinction in classical studies and Spanish, and the degree with distinction, Rebecca Alicia Moolman. Kiabetswe Mpo Mpanyane. Keitumetse Tumi Tebelo Mpoho. With distinction in English literary studies, Apiwe Mzileni. Divinia Naika. Maseho Tandiwe Naledi. Kamohelo Kwezi Naledi Ndamase. Chuma Ndamoyi. Kyle Enos Ndiao. Ntabiseng Ngwachia. Lilita Ngumla. Inati Njamela. Latita Nkamane. Masingita Masana Nkosi. Luyanda Valencia Nkuna. Zipo Ntenda. Siposihle Samkelo Nyewe. Mia Rachel O'Dwyer. Azra Omar. Iviwe Sinazo Pakade. Alessandro Papa. Alexia Georgia Paparella. Ruth Jessie Peckham. With distinction in film and television studies, in film and media production, and a degree with distinction, Zenith Suka John Paul. Rabia Binta Zachariah Philander. Nina Maria Plummer. Lerato Yamkele Potongwane. Zintle Radebe. Cadwin Ashley Raltenbach. Hasina Rawoot. With distinction in Afrikaans, Jade Cassidy Revel. Joshua Wayne Richardson. With distinction in Portuguese, Kate Ellen Dwyer Roberts. Ryan Robson. With distinction in linguistics and Portuguese and the degree with distinction, Kiara Ross. Shannon Erin Rousseau. Kelly Lee Rue. With distinction in film and media production, Damien Jack Rowe Davies. Christopher Grant Rushton. Amara Rycliffe. Haneem Rylands. With distinction in English Literary Studies, Film and Media Production, and a degree with distinction, Kelsey Simon. Leah Rachel Samuels. With distinction in Afrikaans and the degree with distinction, Jamie Lee Eliza Schalkwijk. With distinction in Film and Television Studies and Film and Media Production and the degree with distinction, Ruby Schwellnus. Rachel Sarah Segal. Dimakatso Mahlatsi Semenya. Sanelisiwe Nomfundo Jukunda Shezi. Bulela Sikiti. Kanya Rudy Sitole. Lauren Zita Skippers. With distinction in politics and governance and the degree with distinction, Erin Gaylard Sloan. Luca Jude Smith. Zara Smith. Khadija Soni. Kate Elizabeth Spencer. Zureida Spokter. Asamkele Letitia St. Clair. Tana Rose Stone. Epiphany Stransham Ford. With distinction in anthropology, Carla Swanepoel. Electra Tiana Teichmann. Yumna Thebus. With distinction in French language and literature and politics and governance and the degree with distinction, Jimmy Tyson. With distinction in sociology, Tapelo Dindelwa Tlo. Grace Carmen Talji Todif. Esona Chonapi. Chad Martindale Kidja Tucker. With distinction in Film and Television Studies and Film and Media Production, Trey Kenneth Albert Turner. With distinction in history and law and the degree with distinction, Joel Timothy Tyler Scott. With distinction in anthropology and English literary studies and the degree with distinction, Mia Nana Weinberg van der Lingen. Alexander Hayden van Deventer. Rochelle Antoinette Zina Jacquire. Elona Mjajubana. With distinction in German and Spanish and the degree with distinction, Monique van Jaarsveld. Anke Bewiers. Lily Christine Alexandra von Alten-Reuss. With distinction in linguistics, Suzelle Ward. Jade Crystal Waters. Zawadi Wanjiru Waweru. Gabriela Laura Weber. Alex Lisa Vates. Marisha Wepener. Casey Jade Williams. Kautha Williams. Luca Zoe Williams. Shakila Williams. Juliette Marguerite Vilsnack. Katie Carol Wilson. Asia Jiawen Wu. Mbalentle Zankra. Letukukanya Zulu. Amorelang Oratile Zungu. Calpurnia Hannah Zister.
Degree of Bachelor of Arts in Fine Art, Shea Behari Lake. Arnel Biermann. Frances Miranda Black. With distinction in art history and discourse of art, Catherine Isa Nicole Brown. Yeah, I will. Neve Bethany Campbell. With distinction in art history and discourse of art, Lee Alexandra Clatworthy. With distinction in art history and discourse of art, Ashley Lauren Cooper. Ilara Eso Sele. With distinction in practice, Yusra Fakir. With distinction in practice, Alia Fakir Alatovic. With distinction in studio work and the degree with distinction, Thomas Adam Falconer. Gihansa Gulhenage. Kristen Gantz. Raul Jorge Pinheiro Gurgel. Okule Gubuza. With distinction in art history and discourse of art, Emma Sophia Hesseling. Leila Kassan. Cheyenne Tamia Kemraz. With distinction in art history and discourse of art and the degree with distinction, Samantha Jane Kilpatrick. With distinction in art history and discourse of art and practice, Gina Beth Levy. Leah Linaleli Pastor Makunani. Jess Martin Davis. Pavitrin Vasudeva Mestri. Can I have the card? Nina Milner. Lisakania Nkoba. With distinction in practice and studio work and the degree with distinction, Robin Yvonne Norval. With distinction in art history and discourse of art and the degree with distinction, Peter Daniel Olivier. Nicola Stephanie Robbenheimer. Otasia Tasha Reddy. Elizabeth Johanna Christina Savarwal. Lujane Schroeder. Resego Lungile Sephora. Resego Lungile Sephora. Thomas Joaquin Simmons. With distinction in studio work and the degree with distinction, Gabriela Toder. Thandolethu Ayanda Chabalala. With distinction in practice, Liam Rees van der Heever. With distinction in practice, Chanel Edith van Schwalkwijk. Rachel Ann von Albach. Bachelor of Arts in Theatre and Performance. With distinction, Asim Ellis. Khulekani Bandile Keswa. With distinction, Otlile Lukman Lebelo. With distinction, Chiamo Tabiso Maloka. Nonkululeko Princess Mlambo. Kutatso Motananye. Adrian Erin Newman. Lusanda Amahale Yolanda Nkobo. Aman Hope Ngema. Bulela Nkowana. Pierre Parot. Katlejo Tikitana Fetla. Titso Tiso Pizzo. Palesa Atule Raba. Karabo Dineo Setshiro. Roberta Joanna Son. Bethany Hannah Tuhi. Postgraduate Certificate in FET Teaching, Nishat Bardien. Mzano Baron Chele. Zuko Chele. Shante Colleen Declark. Sarafina Hadervik. Lee Bethany Jacobs. Kim Tara Huste. Tanya Nadine Karakashian. Sipati Khati. Anna Mason. Luko Noila. Tony Siolisa Ricci. Tanduluazi Nonlanla Portia Sibeko. Isel Venta. Aisha Nana Yahya. Gadija Abrahams. Jody Wayne Adams. Jermaine Apolis. With distinction, Arnold Garrett Apolis. Zingafi Bangani. Rebecca Brand Marais. Anika Carly. Deepika Cherpat. Sarah Jessica Francesca Clark. With distinction, Kayla Coedze. Kiara David. With distinction, Zoe David. With distinction, Taniel Dugail. Findile Prudence Duma. With distinction, Isabella Gibbons. With distinction, Annabelle Greenwald. With distinction, Sharni Isaac. Reese Jackson. Akila Jacobs. With distinction, Rachel Kate Johnson. With distinction, Shane Lydia Jordan. Laila Kaji. Yusra Karim. Karabo Vincentia Kwa. Ntsako Priscilla Kubai. With distinction, Jessica Lee Lawrence. Ignatius Marshall Liu. Zikona Lese. Info Monica Letseka. With distinction, Talent Madlopa. Mbalenhle Fortunate Magagula. Brian Wandile Malgas. Ivanka Marais. Sika Misile Mawisi. Asisifo Mbali Mlisa. Retabile Moiloi. Melissa Erin Morris. Nomava Asisifo Mpela. With distinction, Otembayo Mfendukana. Kiara Lucille Norman. Mfuneko Nkwaza. With distinction, Aviva Rebecca Phillips. With distinction, Taryn Taylor Pitts. Zianda Daraza. Zahida Saile. Kiran Samuels. Letu Shasha. With distinction, Kaylee Karenza Solomon. Azra Vanda Schiff. Chloe Ann Wells.
Right. That's how it feels to be a graduate of the University of Cape Town. So graduates, of course I can call you graduates now, can't I? Graduates, that wonderful sense of achievement that you feel is built on the love and support that you receive from your family and friends. So family and friends, stand up and demonstrate to the graduates how you feel about their achievement. This is what it feels like to celebrate at UCT. So graduates, today we celebrate your achievement and welcome you into the global community of the University of Cape Town alumni. As you leave this hall and begin the next stage of your lives, carry with you the curiosity, critical thinking and sense of responsibility that defines the University of Cape Town Humanities graduate. So congratulations to each of you and to your families and to your supporters in this proud moment. And now I invite to the podium our presiding officer, our Vice Chancellor.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
I don't know whether to call that a party or just being rowdy, straight out. You guys know how to celebrate. Allow me to extend my greetings to everyone in the room. Welcome all our guests, the parents, the guardians, loved ones, Welcome to the University of Cape Town. Welcome to this iconic hall of Sarah Baartman. I want to thank you for taking the time to come and join us and celebrate with us as we recognize this momentous occasion, the big milestone that our graduates have achieved. I want to congratulate the Faculty of Humanities, the Dean, the leadership, the academics in the faculty, all the staff that support students, the professional and administrative support staff. I want to thank you for the hard work that you've put in over the years that have led us to this momentous occasion. I want to also acknowledge the fact that it is one thing to get into UCT, it is another thing to get through UCT. I was going to say that as parents and guardians, you may not know what I'm talking about, but I would be lying. I think you know very well what I'm talking about. The support that you have provided to our graduates from the moment they stepped foot on this campus, started classes. We know that there have been many days of joy and excitement and celebration when they pass, but there have also been many days of tears and unhappiness here and there where your support was needed to help them through. And at this moment, I want to also thank you for walking this journey with them. And also just to say that as they graduate today and embark in different directions, different paths, take on new challenges, continue to support them. They're going to continue to need that support. I want to also congratulate you because this is also your achievement. You better claim it. Don't even ask for permission. So congratulations to all of you. Let's give the parents, the loved ones, the guardians a warm round of applause. But let me not take the limelight from the stars, the shining stars of today. And take a moment to address you as well. Firstly, to recognize the hard work that you've put into your work over the years to get to this point. To acknowledge the growth that you have experienced in this time. You know, we know that we set the bar really high at UCT, and I'm sure you understand, and you will continue to understand and appreciate this as you take on new challenges in life. But the one thing that we all pride ourselves in at UCT is excellence. So whenever we gave you a hard time, it was not because we were trying to get in the way of you obtaining your degree, not at all. It was simply because we wanted you to discover how much more capable you are and be able to meet that standard and cross that standard of excellence. And now here you are. Congratulations to all of you. You came, you were measured and you have conquered. I wish you the very best in whatever path you take. The one thing that I am confident of and about is that whatever you do, you're going to succeed. You may not feel it now, you may not know it now, but I can tell you, I spend a lot of time engaging and talking to many alumni and graduates of UCT. If there's any indication of what your path might look like in life, draw from the experiences of those that have come before you. And their path suggests that you're going to succeed. So fear not. Pursue your passion. Trust yourself. Trust your journey. Trust your path. Hold on to those values of excellence. Hold on to those values of justice. Hold on to those values of Ubuntu, of kindness, of compassion. Hold on to that humility. All of those values are going to turn you into the leader that you are growing and you are going to become. Trust your path. And I say leader intentionally because, once again, those that have come before you demonstrate to us that many are graduates of UCT end up leading in one way or another, in one form or another, in one place or another across the globe. So do not be afraid to take on challenges. You can see the world today, the world that we live in, how polarized, how divided, how fractured it is. You can see the conflicts that we are facing across the world. And if ever there was a time when humanities and social sciences are important in our society, this is it. You are the ones who are going to help restore the fabric of our society. Whether through psychology, through the arts, through music, through social sciences, through any other form of humanities and social sciences. This is how we are going to repair and restore the fabric of our society. Obviously, those of us who are currently leading are failing in the work that we do. We are going to pass that baton to you and hope and trust that you will do a better job than we did. If anything, build on what we have done and make the world better. And when I say make it better, I don't just mean the world far from us, I also mean the world right here at home. So that passion that you carry, that passion that you show on the stage, when you ululate, when you express happiness and joy, that passion that you bring when you're being creative, all of it, channel that energy into the world today. You may not know it now because you are still excited about the milestone that you have accomplished. You're still reminiscing about the difficulties that you have had to endure, and you're still anxious about the future. But we are going to be watching your journey. Your relationship with the University of Cape Town does not end here. It will continue. You will always carry with you that connection to this university. You will always be an ambassador of the University of Cape Town. We are going to follow your story. We want to be able to tell your story. We want to be able to celebrate your journey, your successes. We want to be there for you if you're encountering challenges. You can always rely on the support of the resources that the university has as alumni of UCT. But most of all, we want you to represent yourself well in the world, because you will also be representing us well. No pressure. I want to take this moment to congratulate all of you. Today is a beautiful day. Go and celebrate. Don't stay out too late. Celebrate and enjoy it, for tomorrow it will bring with it its own challenges. So make sure that this moment you allow yourself to bask in the sun and enjoy it. But also continue to dream, continue to believe, and continue to make this world a better place. Congratulations to all of you, and I wish you all the best. Do that thing with that thing.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor, for those inspiring words. You can see how you got them going again. We are coming to the end of our ceremony, and I want to thank you for making today a real celebration of everything that it means to be here at UCT. In a few moments, I'm going to ask you to stand, and then the procession will leave the hall, and we're going to ask the graduates to follow us out the hall. As you're following us out the hall, please continue to walk as far down the stairs as you can so that the people behind you can also get out. Parents, loved ones, guardians, as you're making your way out, there are also spaces at the back of the hall that you can exit. But please, can you also make your way down? Because at the bottom of the stairs, you'll find our merchandise tent. You're all excited. I know you want to celebrate by demonstrating your excitement with all sorts of lovely UCT merchandise that's available to remember the special day. Okay, enough from me now. The Vice-Chancellor will now dissolve the congregation. Please stand.
By virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of Cape Town.